Strange things caught on camera at a Ventura restaurant. A bar stool suddenly falls over. A chair mysteriously moves by itself. But what's to blame?
CBS 2's Amy Johnson is live at that restaurant where she went to investigate. What'd you find, Amy?
Well, Pat, you know, the strange furniture movement has plenty of people talking, and while they don't really know what's causing it, they all believe it is happening because, as you saw, it was caught on camera. Watch the bar stools in the middle of the screen as one topples to the floor. The movement caught on a security camera in the middle of the night.
Cronies Ventura, after work, haunted.
The general manager at Cronies in Ventura made a video using the footage from the security camera a few weeks ago, posting it on social media. Then 2 weeks later, more movement, but this time a little more subtle in the middle of the day. Watch as the chair moves.
See that?
A woman having lunch checks it out.
For this to happen, that's pretty creepy.
Dave Folds is the co-owner of Cronies, a place he started decades ago for friends to hang out.
It's just really weird. You know, we've been here 27 years. Nothing weird like this has ever happened.
Customers who've seen the video don't seem to be frightened by the unusual movement.
It's just funny, interesting.
I'm okay until it's my chair that moves.
But others, well, they're not so sure.
So many people come here and go, so maybe it's being hunted?
Yeah, he passed away probably about 5 years ago. But he was
The restaurant walls are filled with pictures of employees and customers who have passed away.
We have a lot of good spirits here. I like to think so anyway.
Two in particular.
Ralph and Don, they were our first originals. These old guys. They actually introduced me to my wife, and they died 25 years ago. And whenever something funny happens, we always blame it on them.
But no one really knows what's caused the strange movement.
It's fun and it's scary. Happy Halloween.
Now, I asked repeatedly here if there was some kind of joke going on or if this was a Halloween stunt, but they denied being involved with anything that could have made those chairs move. A lot of questions still to be answered. I'll send it back to you.
इसको तो पीछे
that baffling museum mystery that sounds like something straight out of a movie. An ancient Egyptian statue spinning in place inside an exhibit at a top museum. ABC's John Muller has that story for us.
Curse, caper, or clever prank. This morning, heads in England are spinning after this time-lapse video appeared to capture an ancient Egyptian statue doing the same thing, spinning. This, they say, is no night at the museum.
Hey, hi, how you doing?
Instead, it's happening in broad daylight. That's right, watch again. The curator of the Manchester Museum says this is not sleight of hand. Instead, he says it's a 1,000-year-old statue seemingly turning its back on onlookers, all filmed over an 11-hour period and then sped up. And the museum says this wasn't a one-time 180. It's been happening for months, even though the museum says the 1,000-year-old Egyptian idol is locked in a glass case.
I was working in this gallery for around an hour and a half one day. The statuette had moved 45 degrees and the gallery was empty. Nobody was walking through. So how can that be explained by visitor footfall or vibration?
So, could the pharaoh be fed up? Is this ancient artifact angry?
They were placed in the tomb as substitutes for the body in case something should happen to the body. They were sort of an ancient Egyptian security.
Others say the weird rotation is the result of subtle vibrations causing the staid statue to do the twist.
The statue only seems to spin during the day when people are actually in the museum. It could very well have something to do with its individual placement, the individual character of the statue.
Of course, some wonder if that foot traffic theory may have some legs. The Nebsenu statue has been caged up in the display case for 80 years facing forward. Perhaps it now wants people to see the inscription on its back, asking for bread, beer, and beef, and maybe a ride to the local pub. For Good Morning America, John Muller, ABC News, New York.
Today, I mean, I tried it with a few objects, a few different, I've tried heavier objects, didn't work, didn't do anything. But I tried it with the fruit bowl. Just this, you just got a couple of apples in it, it's metal, there's nothing, I mean, there's not attached anywhere, it's literally just the fruit bowl. It's the heaviest item I've been able to get to do anything. Any heavier, it just doesn't move anyway. Basically, I put this on the floor and, you know, I mean, I called out to it, asked it to move, and it worked. But I tried again, but this time I didn't even have to ask for it. It just kind of it moved it by itself. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay, so as a disclaimer for all you skeptics, there is nobody around. There's only one entrance in, so no one can come in. We've got the stairs, there's no one in. No one down there. It's literally just me in the house. And I'm just gonna point it at the floor there. Tighten this up. Okay, now for the skeptics, I'm gonna stay in camera. Just so you know, it's not me who's doing it. There we go. Okay. Where can we put it? Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. If there what did I say? I didn't move, hands in shot. It's amazing. I don't know. It's the closest I've had. It's the closest proximity I've ever been to seeing this sort of thing. It feels strangely exhilarating to be like a little bit in control of it, if you can say control. I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, very interesting.
A girl named Holly Armstrong, she was house sitting for a family who had been away for the weekend, and she kept saying that she got this really creepy feeling when she was upstairs in the house. Yeah. Okay, so she started to get really weirded out by sort of day 2. She went upstairs finally, and she was like, oh, why am I feeling this way? She opened one of the closet doors and saw this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my.
It's a doll.
Yeah, but it's
oh my God.
Moving
Oh my God.
really,
Oh my God.
Oh, and it lifts its leg like that.
It 100% knows that she's there.
What would you do?
Well, I like her instinct. Run out of the house and light it on fire.
No, she didn't actually throw a match, as she clarified later, but she screamed, ran out of the house, and then contacted the owners to be like, what is happening here? I don't know what's going on. What are your theories? What do we think?
Well, I think it's a doll that somehow got turned on, but
you do?
But it's the lifting of the leg that's so weird at the end.
Well, that's because it's not a doll that has been turned on. It is a doll that is possessed and going to kill her in her sleep.
That's most likely.
That's
the most likely.
That is a horror movie waiting to
Do you think it could be like a downdraft of air coming from the attic?
No.
I'm just throwing it out
That's way
there.
too logical.